Hi there, I'm Medtech Max. This is my pen name. My name is Dr. Vishnu Akil. I'm an MBBS graduate from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Patna, and a biodesign fellow from IIT Hyderabad. Today, I'm going to discuss about biodesign, and this is not a single lecture. It is going to be a series of lectures. You may take as a small classes. You may consider it as small classes. So the first episode or the first class of this long series is about the introduction and the basic terms that are in the biodesign. So we'll go forward. Yeah, this page is about me. I'm a doctor from AIMS and a biodesign fellow from IIT Hyderabad. So I'll not waste time. We'll go directly to the discussion. So what is biodesign? Actually, you may think why this branch evolved. It has so many meanings. If you actually search through Google, it has so many meanings. Today, I just want to make your things somewhat clear and give a clear picture how to approach this biodesign process. And if you have any problem in your mind or any clinical issue that you want to solve through innovation, this will be a first step to your journey. So what is biodesign? It is actually a sub branch of design where actually you use your design knowledge to solve the real problems in healthcare delivery or patient care, whatever you say. So what are the basic broad steps? See, these steps we don't find, you don't find in conventional biodesign books. Some of the very famous biodesign books like Stanford Biodesign and some of the design books by IDEO, some of the biodesign books by design books by IDEO, you don't find all the things at one place. This is a summary of the all the knowledge that I got it from studying and hands-on experience. So the basic steps are so that will start from the introduction or the primary survey, and the second thing is a desirable thing that you want, and the feasible thing that you can make, and the viable plan that you can make to implement this idea. And the final thing is an actually a type of approach to the problem, that is actually the 10 phases of innovation. So coming to the introduction, this is one of the broad step in biodesign process. So it has some sub steps. That is, one thing is about the innovation risk profile. You may be familiar when you are going for investing something, investing your money on a mutual fund or an equity or on an asset. They actually give you a form to fill up to actually know how much risk you are going to, or how much risk are you ready to take when you invest some money. So it is same with innovation too, because innovation also demands some money and time, both the things. So you need to be very much careful, and also you must be sure that which type of innovation you want to do. You want to innovate a heart valve, the prosthetic heart valve, or some other advanced drug-eluted heart valve that can take almost 10 years or 15 years to come to the market, or just a medical stationery. It may be a pocket torch that you can use to visualize the ear. It can be a pocket camera that actually hardly takes 3 months to go into the market. And the second thing is about the story understanding and problem identification. This step actually gives you idea about how to actually approach the problem. You see a problem and you want to find a solution to it, but it doesn't work same in biodesign process. You need to look into the background of the problem, and are there any players in the market, or are there any other scientists or doctors or companies that are working on it? Did they really is the problem really relevant to solve, or is it already solved? Are you not reinventing the wheel? All these queries will be solved by actually approaching a structural process, and this is one of the step in that: story understanding and problem identification. The second is what you're desiring to solve. Once you actually structure the problem into some statements, you need to apply some filters. You need to apply some filters. You can't actually solve all the 100 problems in one go. You need to, pinpoint one need. So there are some filters through which you can pinpoint the need. So it starts from background of disease, how much you have, how much knowledge you have about the disease. And next thing is about the significance and urgency of problem. And current methods and technology. What are the current methods and technology in the same problem, discipline. Quality of current solutions. Current solutions are already existing, but how much quality they have. And coming to the impact of the problem, impact of the solutions, means the products that are in the market per individual. If you consider per individual as a patient, so all these products are existing in the market. So how they are going to, how much impact they are imparting on this patient. Are they really making impact, or is it available only to a limited number of persons who are really, managed to get that? And coming to the regulations, what are the regulations you have to face when you actually solve this problem? And are there any health schemes that are or funding schemes from the government that are actually encouraging this problem to be solved? So this is I think, hope I'm clear. This is actually one of the steps of the biodesign process. Desirable, what you want, what you're desiring to solve. And next thing is, so after applying all these filters, only one need statement will survive, one or two, but you need to select only one need statement survives. The second step is about you got the problem in your hand. Now you need to think about the ideas, how you're going to solve them, and you need to actually prioritize one idea about the all. So basically, the second step is the feasible. What, about the how you're going to talk, how you're going to brainstorm the ideas. The first thing is about the idea bank developing. You need to bank, you need to make so many ideas, you need to brainstorm so many ideas, you need to jot down so many ideas, you need to write so many ideas, you need to form a bank of ideas. Then after, from this bank, where you have this cash, where you have this money, from those you will actually filter those ideas down. Okay, so for that also there are some filters where you need to use. So one of them will be, safety issues from the technical side, and safety issues from the medical side, and regulations from the medical side. What are the regulations, and what are the quality checks, and intellectual property. Are there any patents existing before, or you're the one who is applying this? And what is the strategy you need to use to protect your idea? And metric analysis, you need to actually jot down all the specifications that you're going to keep in your idea, and all those specifications, when you compare with the other products, how your product is superior. And finally you do the prototyping. When you do the prototyping, you will come to know the basic, the basic and very much practical challenges to develop this idea. So all these things will be done by you, and finally you'll only one idea will survive. Only one idea will survive, one solution will survive. So now you need to think about, now you have the idea in your hand, you developed the product, now you need to take it to the market. And the market rules are not the same, because you're passionate. Until this point of journey, you're very much passionate to make your idea a reality, but the market doesn't work like that. You need to work according to the market, and market has its own rules. So you need to make a business model, you need to make a strategy to sell your product, because you're not going to survive without making money. Yeah, you're doing a good job getting that product into the market and impacting so many people, but the people should be ready to buy your product, and you need to have a strategy. So you need to make so many strategies, and various type of strategies, and you need to take so many variables into consideration. You need to make a hypothesis about how you're going to go into the market, when you're going to make profit, how much time it is going to take, and how much exact investment is going to take, how much money you need to pour into it, what team you want, what market channel is going to use, and what is the value propositions that your product is bringing to the table. So after making all these company models using different perspectives, you again filter them. You again filter them, keeping one perspective or one variable, and finally one such beautiful company model will survive that can actually meet all these expectations. All the stakeholders, right from your investor to your customer, who is the patient or a doctor. So this is the final step, and you need to be very much patient in this step, because you will be very much what can I say, until making of the product you will be very much excited, but when it comes into the market, you lose your temper. You will not be patient. You will think, what am I doing? I'm doing business here, I'm making money, I'm here to make an impact to the patient. But the real world doesn't work like that. You need to make a strategy, because without money, in long term, your product will not see into the market. Although it goes into the market, it can't exist for a longer time. So you need to be making a viable company model. So this will be the final step, and one company model survives. And this is the final slide. I will discuss about the 10 phases of innovation, but it is a part of the innovation journey. But I will discuss about the 10 phases of innovation. But as of now, this is a brief introduction with the subheadings and the description and the basic steps that you need to follow in biodesign process. I'll be explaining each and every term that I mentioned in this presentation as a separate class